Hi pals, welcome to my channel Move Budgets. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching yet another one of my videos. I really do appreciate it. Today we are just going to crack on in and do our budget for next week. I'm going to show you a little bit of how I work it out. Not full details, but you know, a rough amount. And yeah, just see how we go. I'm doing it a day early because I unfortunately have a funeral to go to tomorrow, so I won't be of a mindset to film. So I'm going to do it now so that we can get it done and that I know my budget is ready for the week ahead, rather than leaving it and maybe just not being in the correct place to do it and potentially making things harder for myself next week. So basically what I want to do is we're going into November, so I've started my calendar there ready. I've no birthdays, no events, no nothing in November, and then I have started my budget. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly go through how I work out my budget if I can, without getting all tongue-tied and confused and you know. So basically the first thing that I do is I have, at the start of this book, I have, can I find it easily? I've shown you it before, but at the start of this book there is a bill, there it is, a bill tracker. But it's all scribbled on. I know what it all says and I know what it is, but for ease of this video I've written it all down. But I would just go to that page and see and make sure that I know how much is coming out of my budget for the week, month even, and make sure there's nothing like this month we have finished paying for the mattress, so we don't have to account for that anymore, and that kind of thing. So just make sure that we know what all our bills are. So first and foremost, we've got all of our bills coming out on the 1st of the month. The rent I pay manually, the rest are all a direct debit. I've starred this one, this £32 for Amazon, because that is actually for my printer and Etsy is paying for that. So although it comes out of my main bank, I transfer the money from Etsy, so that is not included in our total. Neither is Canva, because Etsy pays for that, and that comes out in the second, and also Apple storage. All the rest of these bills are what I have to pay on a monthly basis. I'm not going to go into them because we go into them in the budget, but yeah, that's all of them there. So in the total for the month, I need £1,123.03 minimum to pay all of my bills. So when you look at them, I could cancel Prime, I could cancel my 200 Club, I could cancel Audible, obviously I could cancel my TV, broadband and my mobile. The rest of them are all pretty much standard. I have to pay, Westcott is a repayment plan from many years ago. Obviously I have to pay my loan, and the standard bills that we all have. So there is a few there that I could cut out and not pay, should things come tight. I have up here like the lowest amount that I've been paid, so the lowest amount I've been paid for work and the lowest amount of mileage I have been paid, which gives me a budget of, my lowest budget would be 1,900. However, I got paid 1,633.59, so we already know we've got another £130 to play with there, and my mileage will be higher than that this month as well. But at the start of the month I only have the pay that I'm going to have. So the pay is 1,633.39. I only have that coming in at the start of the month because my mileage comes in midway through the month. So the first thing we do is we know that we have to have this amount of money in the bank at all times, you know, at the start of the month, to account for that. However, around about the 21st I will have my other money in, so these bills will probably could get taken care of from that. This aqua payment will actually come out of this budget because it is, my budget starts on the 30th, excuse me, so that will be covered in this month, and then next month we'll take the next one. Hope that makes sense. So the next important things I have to work out is what I need to pay on a weekly basis. So we'll have obviously groceries for myself and the dog, fuel. Obviously these are not necessary, but I have added them into my budget because I can at the moment. Should things become tight, obviously I would take these two out. They're not eating out as well, actually. So we've got my spending, miscellaneous and eating out could all come out of the budget and not necessary. Electric, obviously I need to keep filling that up, because although I don't need to put it in my meter at the moment, there will come a time when I'm going to need that money to put it in. And Etsy postage will be paid for by Etsy, so whatever I put into the Etsy postage envelope comes out of my Etsy bank account as such. So in total, that the least I would put into these would be £150, not including the Etsy postage, but including all of them, it would be £150. So I times that by 4 because it's a 4-week month, so I need £600 just for my weekly envelope. So obviously we now know that that would come to 1,723, and that amount wouldn't cover it. So that's why I need my expenses money to come in. I hope that makes sense. But if we have the expenses money, we do have some money for sinking funds. So the money that would be left would be, so let's just say we're going to have £450 of mileage. It should hopefully be more than that, but we don't know, but we're going to do that anyway. So we'll have 1,633.39 plus the 450, so that would give us a total of 208,339. I really hope I'm making this make sense. Then we'll deduct the 600 minimum that we need for our envelopes. That leaves us with 148,339, and then we'll deduct our bills. Should have done it the other way around, but it doesn't matter, they're all essential. So that leaves us with £360.36 for the month that I can put into sinking funds and challenges. Okay, so then I would just divide that by, well, I would take away 40 because that would be my challenges. So then I would have 320, and I would divide that by 4, which would give me £80 a month that I can put into challenges for this pay, or anybody else that I want it to go, any sinking funds, any extra debt, anything like that. I have an £80 left per month, per week, sorry. I hope that makes sense. Sorry if it doesn't. But that is basically how I work out my budget. And obviously when I get further into the week and I know how much mileage I'm going to get, then obviously I can change things about should I need to. So we are going to put in here that we're going to put £70 to sinking funds, given that little bit of budget that we did. I'm going to put £10 to the credit card, and obviously £10 to our McMoo challenge. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, leave me some questions and I'll try and film it again and make it make a bit more sense. It's really hard when you're filming because you can't remember what you've said, although you're thinking on it and what have you. So let's just do the calculations for this budget anyway and get this budget done, ready for the week ahead. So as I said already, we've got 633.59. so I actually lied to you, that's not my full wages, that's including the 81 pence that's left in my bank account. I had £15 cash extra that I'm going to put into this. I sold something, so I have it £15, but I'm going to put it into this budget, and we're bringing in £53 and 10 pence from Etsy, and that's to cover everything that I said had to be covered prior. So that gives us a total of 170,169. Then we're going to add up all our bills that come out within the first week of our budget, so between the 30th and the 5th. So you'll see here I've got Aqua, which comes out on the 30th. Canva comes out on the 2nd, and all the rest comes out on the, well, rent, just it's whenever I pay it, but all the rest come out in the 1st. Okay, so we'll add these up. So we've got 78 plus 11, 81, plus 12, 50, 215, 69, 59, 50, 33. And that isn't added. I absolutely detest myself and calculators. It's because I'm speaking it and not concentrating. $300 for my car. 32.11, which will be brought in from that 53.10 further up. 10, 11, 19, 10.99 for Canva, that again will be brought into the budget, and 350 for rent. I am making overpayments on my rent to try and get myself ahead, because I've always been behind. So yeah, I am making slight overpayments on my rent. So that gives us 1,2,479. And now, as I said, that is higher than here because we are putting in the 32. I'm just pointing over to off the screen. So that's higher than what we had on the page because we've obviously added in the Amazon for the printer, the Canva, and the Canva. So we will now deduct the 1,701.69. We will take away the 1,124.79, and that leaves us with £576.90. So now groceries and fuel are just the standard 45 and 65. My spending is 5, miscellaneous is 5, work spending is 10. Etsy postage is again brought in from Etsy, but that will be 10. Electric we're putting in 10, and eating out we're going to add in 10. So we'll add them up. So 45 plus 65 plus 5 plus 5 plus, well, 40, just to be quick. So that's 160 for our envelopes. So as I said, it was 150 plus the 10 we're bringing in from Etsy. It gives us the 160. So we'll deduct that. So 576.90, and we'll deduct the 160. Leaves us with 416.90. We're going to take away our 70. Which leaves us with 346.90. We'll deduct our credit, which leaves us with our credit card, 336.90. And we will deduct our challenge of our McMoo. I am hoping to put more in one or 2 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. And we're not going to plan for Black Friday, and we're not going to plan for our penny challenges because they come out of our envelopes that are left over. And that will leave us with a grand total of 326.90. So obviously we have 160 to come out of that, and we don't have that many bills into the next week. We have Audible and the 200 Club will come out, so that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.99 will come out next week in bills, and then the week after that we will get our mileage payment. So then that will cover the rest of the bills and the rest of the cash envelopes. So I hope that makes sense. That is our budget done for next week anyway. So I'm glad to get that done, and hopefully we can make the budget work, and I'll show you how it works throughout the rest of the month. But take care, have a great weekend when it comes. Obviously I'll do my closeout and my cash stuffing at the weekend, but I just want to get this one out of the way and done so that I can just focus tomorrow on what needs to be focused on. Yeah, a young life was lost, and it's very, very sad. So yeah, tomorrow won't be a day where I will be doing much budgeting wise or anything like that. I will just be focusing on the family that I need to focus on and giving them my support. So yeah, I hope you all have a great week. Take care, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye bye.